Hi guys, April here with Traveling Our Beautiful Earth. I just wanted to do a little video about a story that happened at this point, I'd say 5 years ago, when me and my dad were in Antigua, Guatemala. Antigua, Guatemala is this beautiful, beautiful city within Guatemala. It's all like cobblestone streets and beautiful like restaurants surrounded by pretty gardens, and it's such a pretty place that I've been there twice because I loved it so much that I came back. This day is kind of a scare that we had. It was fairly early on in our trip, and this was like my dad's first time there. Like I said, the streets, they're cobblestone and they're like super pretty, but they're not super even, and like if you're walking, they'll kind of dip down like randomly. Usually though, it's kind of in front of like a driveway, so you kind of expect it when you're walking, but if you're walking with like your head up and you're not paying attention, like you'll fall. So me and my dad were walking. We had gone to a grocery store, and for like a couple bucks you can get like a tuk-tuk, and the tuk-tuk will drive you around. But we wanted to walk. We were on vacation, you know, so I think we put some stuff in a backpack, and like I was carrying like a big thing of water, or maybe my dad was carrying the big thing of the water, but we had stuff, like it wasn't just us, you know. And I think my dad was carrying the water because I was carrying my phone. Yeah, and I had the stuff in my backpack. Sorry, it was a while ago. And I had my phone out in front of me because this isn't like, I wasn't staying in a hotel. We were staying in like an Airbnb. And from the front, like they're kind of like, a lot of them are like gated. So it's not like the one that you stayed at. Like you're like, oh, I remember because it looked a certain way. Like the stuff kind of like, certain things will kind of blend together. They're hard to find. So I had my phone out, and I'm looking at my phone trying to figure out how to get back. So yeah, it was probably like maybe the second day. It's just starting to get dark, and my dad's standing in front of me walking at one point. I don't know how he got in front of me because I was navigating, but my dad was standing in front of me, and I kid you not, like he all of a sudden went up into the air and like went flying over and landed and started rolling into the street. And the street had like a constant little flow of those little tuk-tuks, you know, like they're not like giant cars, but they could still like really mess you up if you got ran over with one, possibly killed. So when I saw this happen, I just went, shit, you know, and I started running towards him. And you got to think, when you're running, you're kind of lifting your legs up more. So not even thinking, whatever that was, like the dip, I tripped on it and went flying too. But my dad's a tall guy. He's like 6 something, you know, and I swear, I'm not joking, I was in the air long enough that I was like, oh shit, like I said that while I was in the air, and I flew over my dad and landed on the ground, and I landed in such a way that it was like one of those driveway areas that was kind of lifted, so my hands went out in front of me, but my fingers went back, and it hurt so bad. But like in the moment, I was just like, oh my god, that hurt so bad, I think I like broke my fingers. And then like I look back and my dad's okay, and he's rolling back into the sidewalk. And yeah, like my dad is he was in karate. He was a karate teacher for like many, many years. So I guess when he was falling, even though he was rolling towards the street, he was doing technically what you're supposed to do when you fall, is kind of roll, so that way you're not like just like slamming. So he was like intentionally rolling, and he stopped himself. He wasn't rolling like uncontrollably like I thought he was. But then I couldn't find my cell phone. So I'm like, oh my god, my cell phone. And I'm like, and it's not just a matter of like my cell phone, it costs money. It was like, I don't know how to get to our Airbnb. It's nighttime. Like my Spanish was okay, but like trying to explain things to everybody, and not to mention like our flights were on my cell phone. So I'm like freaking out. And I finally find my cell phone, of course, like up another 6 feet, and it was like cracked, but it was still working just fine. And me and my dad hobbled back, and my dad's ribs were hurting him. He hit his head, like my hands were hurting me, and I don't know why, but just like the walk back, like it just like, you know, it's kind of like a nerve thing. Like we both just started cracking up, like we could not stop laughing about what happened. And I like called my mom to tell her the story. My mom's like, oh my God, you guys need to go to the hospital. I was like, well, we're going to go back to the Airbnb. We're going to put some ice on it. If we don't feel better, we'll go to the doctor, you know? So me and my dad got back to like our Airbnb, and I swear I could barely even open my hands. And I got us ice. We iced it. We never ended up having to go to the doctors. My dad may or may not have broke his ribs, but he's broken them several times, and you know, through being in karate. So it's kind of like there's not a lot you can do about that, but like we still functioned and we still had a great time. But like in those moments, like, you know, like I was laughing afterwards, but in that moment I was like, holy crap, we're both gonna die. Like it was totally scary. I just wanted to share that story because it was really intense. I have a lot of stories actually of travel that I never posted because I just haven't been great about keeping up on YouTube, and it makes me sad because like I have all these amazing stories and I didn't get to share them. So I don't know, maybe I'll share them here and there, you know. It's winter, it's cold, it's crappy, like I'm not going anywhere right now, so why not share some interesting stories? I can actually share some more just about my Guatemala trips. They were really cool and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked my little story. If you guys have any crazy stories, I'd love to hear them if you want to share them in the comment section. Thanks, guys. Soul's sleeping in the back. I was like, you know what, I got a couple minutes, I want to share this story. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope everybody's having a great new year. Thanks for listening.